I am not just telling you to be careful about hair dyes as henna dyes. Here's my story. Everything took a turn for me from all the glamour, the creativity of it. Some of my clients were having issues with regards to their skin, with regards to the dyes I was using for them. In the beginning, I didn't mind at all because I thought it's a normal human reaction. But it took a huge blow on me when I actually witnessed right in front of me my clients like reacting swiftly from one dye I used, which is the 3 Generations black hair dye. If you haven't watched my review on that, go watch it, episode 2. I told myself, I need to sit down and look back at this. These are people's life I'm joking with, people's life I'm taking for granted. So my story needed to be heard. It's all fun, beautiful and creative until someone ends up in the hospital. You have no idea how saddening it is for, the joy you have at a point in getting these henna designs turning into, that story you feel after your joyous occasion. I am not against anybody. All I'm saying is let's just be mindful about people we work with. Our inability to want to know more about what we are putting on your skin tends to affect them, and at the same time affects our business. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you for clicking to watch this video to learn and educate. Don't forget to share, subscribe, to stay tuned for more content. I am just spreading the message. I'm trying to create awareness. Rally behind me. Let's educate ourselves. Let's educate everyone out there on the risks involved in using hair dyes as henna dyes, which is popularly done in Ghana, in the local henna art industry. So thank you for coming back to watch. And if you've started with me from episode 1 of this henna series, congratulations. Thank you. And we are now on our last episode for this series. Thank you so much. I'm so blessed. You are so blessed. And let's get right into the video. Can you tell me if it's the same dye or different dyes? Do you see what I'm showing you right now? If you have an idea, click down below. But the point I'm trying to prove here is when you go to a henna artist or a henna designer for a henna, design or whatsoever, it's all mixed up. Most of the times it's mixed up. Some are generous, or let me say cautious enough to bring the dye in front of you and mix it, but majority just mix it and then just you go for it. So how will you be able to know that maybe this is not a good dye for my skin, this is not a good dye for my skin, this is not a good dye for my skin? How will you be able to know? Have you asked yourself that question before? Most of us get confused when we talk about what henna powder is. When you're going for henna design, some think, according to certain questions I asked people and henna enthusiasts, I asked what they think these henna dyes, black henna dyes, are. Majority said it's henna powder, and I was so confused because henna powder is different. It's not the same as black henna, what we normally do for black henna, the designs and things. Am I saying it right? No. This is what henna powder looks like. So I'm going to show you how, I mixed these dyes so you get to see how, careful you have to be when you go for henna designs and don't know what is being mixed on your skin. And then we'll go further up after that to talk about the amazing henna powder, Lawsonia Inermis, and its wonders and what it does for the skin and for other purposes as well. So these are all the dyes that I showed in this series. Just a few. The Beijing 3 Generations hair care, down to right to the Tancho hair dye. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to be mixing each and every dye. That is the rubber we kind of use locally, or me personally, that was what I was using for my clients. So we take them, they are kind of series of jointed rubbers. So we take them, divide them into sections, and then we mix individual dyes in them. Now with the tancho hair dye and the Beijing hair dye, as I said in my previous episodes, they have no solution accompanying them, so they are just the powder, and then they come with measuring cups. So you measure them quantitatively into the rubber, you mix with just water, and then you are good to go. And that's what we normally do. So after mixing, you notice that the Beijing doesn't give off the dark color instantly as compared to the tancho. It comes off gradually. Now the next ones are the Dubai dye and the 3 generations black hair dye. These dyes come with hydrogen peroxide solutions. So you realize that after pouring the powder in there, we put in the solutions and then mix them. Now instantly their color changes, so you get to know whether it's fake or not. With the Zico Dark and then the Subaru, it's more of like a cream and then a powder mixture. So the powder is more like powdery hydrogen peroxide. So these two, as I said, I'm quite skeptical about why someone would use this, but yeah, this is how they look like after mixing. And I noticed with the both of them, the colors don't appear earlier, so you have no idea what you are doing until you wait for some time, and then you get that dark color, black color. Now here's my point. After you visit, or let me say before you visit there, your henna designer or artist, you have no idea which type of dye they will use on your skin. That is, if they are generous enough to tell you. But some who are so secretive as to not opening up, you will not be able to identify. Just look at this, they just look the same. And this is black henna, and that is the organic henna powder. There's one thing missing that I really wanted to talk about was the gishiren Lalle. It's an ammonium sulfate component that is used to add darker coloration to the henna designs. We use with the henna powder. So I think we grew up on that. When we were kids, they used to mix this with the lemon juice and cloves, and I think what else? Yeah, I fairly remember that they mixed those and applied on designs carved from sellotapes. So you end up having a very dark red. Sometimes it's overnight, sometimes it's more than 12 hours on your skin. If the least it has gone before is like 1 hour. So you end up having designs in your hands, mostly palms and feet, for the longest time. And when it's taken out, the color is very, very dark, very, very bright. But to go further, to give it a black coloration, then they use the ammonium sulfate salt. Now if I say we grew up on that is what we knew. They used to mix that with ashes and apply it all over the bright red color, and then within I think if you stay long, like 30 minutes, the whole bright red design turns into black. You won't believe that. I know this message I keep putting out there is about being organic, being natural, and avoiding a lot of chemicals on our skin. But I think ammonium sulfate itself is another chemical. It has this pungent sulfate choking smell, and so far I think 1 in 10 people maybe might react to it. I don't know, but so far those I know have never reacted to it. I'm just saying, I feel we could go all along with the red dyes, this raw henna powder with the lemon juice or the cloves or the the tea bags or the coffee, you know, just to give it a dark coloration. I think the thing about people wanting this black henna design is, I know it's cute, it's nice, it stands out, and it stands out more on fair people. Dark skinned people, I think, go in for more of the black henna artists, you know, people like with my skin color and all. It's like we want to that the designs to also stand out. So most of the times we don't feel like the red, you know, stands out, it's nice, but let's be true to ourselves. We grew up on that. Modernization has led to, you know, people feeding on our need to want more, so making these chemicals that we put on our skin without inquiring where it comes from and the side effects. So to me, I feel there are safer alternatives we can use, products you can use to clear up the side effects. However, I don't like recommend that we go, you know, hurt ourselves and then now, you know, cover the injuries. But I'm just saying, the real organic henna powder, I mean, guys, the real organic henna powder is there. There are methods you can use to, you know, make that bright red color be as dark as you want it on your skin for that beautiful day of yours. Myself, I also react to the black henna dyes, even though I do it for people. So it's not safe. Just try and look out for the methods you can use to make organic henna, Lawsonia Inermis powder, Lalle, very, very safe for your skin. And avoid, as much as possible, avoid these inorganic synthetic dyes that affect your health and affect your skin. Okay, here is a clue. Whenever you want to do the henna, apply henna powder, I mean, I'm talking about this henna powder. Whenever you want to apply it, one thing you should not do is pomade your skin. The Lawsonia molecules in here, it has molecule, what causes, you know, the bright red color and everything is from the ejection of that pigment, from the red pigment, from the Lawsonia molecules when they come into contact with water. So those molecules tend to diffuse into, or no, osmosize into our skin, thereby causing the stain, bright red stain, which has that, you know, nice fragrance on our skin. The problem is, when you put pomade on your skin, you tend to cause a barrier between what is coming out from this powder into your skin. So most of the molecules are not able to, you know, attach to your skin. They're not able to, you know, get ingested in your skin very well. So when you apply pomade before applying henna powder, I mean, going by the method I was showing you, you end up not having the bright red color you want. And that is the problem many people lose sight of. When you end up, you can apply the pomade after the application of this, as at that time, you know, your skin has been, you know, has absorbed a lot of that, you know, healthy molecules. So you tend to have a nice coloration, you know, sparkling bright color. But when you apply the pomade, it's like you're applying rubber, applying the powder on the rubber. Eventually it won't appear as you want it. So that's number one. Number two, don't apply henna with untreated, should I say, or with dead skin or dead cells on your skin. Do you get where I'm going to? What I mean is, scrub your feet, you know, scrub yourself, scrub your hands, you know, where you want to apply it, and then the sole of your feet. Give it a deep scrub. At least go for a pedicure. It takes off, you know, all the dead skin cells, making your feet, your hands look very fresh, ready to absorb any new molecule very well that you want to apply on it. This is an example. So what I normally do is, I have this scrub from Skin Gourmet. This is hibiscus tea tree sugar scrub. It's edible as well. You can eat it as well. So good. It gives your feet a good, you know, scrub. After you've done whatever you have to do, you apply this on your feet and your hands. It gives it some smooth after effects and kind of soft and fluffy feel, enough to absorb whatever you are putting on your skin. So that's just the advice I want to give. Other than that, you still want to go ahead to satisfy the edge of wanting something to stand out. When you can take your time, have patience. See, organic henna powder needs patience. Trust me. If you want to avoid skin diseases and skin inflammations and lacerations from henna, black henna doesn't want to go organic, I advise you follow this tidbits and work on, the chemistry you will have with the organic henna dye. I mean, not everybody is for this because they have no idea the health benefits of, it's used in dyeing the hair. It's used medicinally for treating fever. It's used to also treat chicken pox. You see, it treats a lot of skin diseases. So there's no reason as to why you won't apply this, which is replenishing your skin at the same time, giving you bright red designs you can flaunt about, without any side effects. Because I'm yet to hear someone react to henna, unless of course the person has something in his genes or her genes that prevents him or her from applying organic henna. But I'm yet to hear any rash, any swelling, any itch that has been obtained from using organic Lawsonia Inermis powder. So I'll put the link to this product if you would like to buy it. I mean, it's pretty affordable for, the purpose itself, multi-purpose, it's edible, and it does no harm to your skin. It doesn't change your skin composition or whatsoever. So I'll put it in my description and then you go check it out. These are my precautionary messages. We want to look beautiful, no doubt about that. Every woman wants to look beautiful. When it comes to henna designs, my recommendation is use the organic henna. Try to look at methods you can use to make it nice, look beautiful on your skin, because you are getting a whole lot of health benefits from it as well. Plan B, which I won't recommend. You feel like you don't want the organic but you want to do black henna, then think twice before going for it. 2, when you make the decision to go for it, request to see the dye that is being used on you. You've seen the dyes I've shown. I have mixed them. I have shown you, that you are not able to identify. Some designers stick to one dye, so when there's a problem, they know that, okay, the problem came from here. But some also don't stick to one dye. Every dye at random. Do you understand what I mean? It's not a bad thing to want to be protective of your health. Request to see what dye is being applied, what dye is being used for, the designs you're about to have. And if you take the dye, read the precautionary measures, or you can even look it up online. I doubt you get more information about most of the dye. If you are fortunate to have, the dye and you read about it and then you realize, oh, it's safe for me to use, have a plan C. Plan C, because don't trust all the safety measures they put on the boxes, because as I read from episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you've gotten to understand that they all have one chemical, PPD, which is very, very alarming. I really don't pray you get to plan C, but if you skipped plan A, plan B, and you decide to go to plan C. Plan C is after you've used the dye, or you've gone for the designs, you thought it was safe and all, and then you ended up having a reaction 1 week after, or that day, or 3 days after. My dear, it's either it's too difficult for you such that you want to go visit the nearest hospital, which is the same thing I am trying to prevent you from going through, or you use the products, some of the products that I have mentioned here, either from Gourmet or any other brand you think. It has been an interesting journey, and I wish you learn, you educate yourselves, you share to loved ones, you stay tuned for more content from this channel. As usual, don't forget to always go to the description box, go and read further, click the links to know what you want to know. I'll send add a link to my blog where you can go and read what's into details what the organic henna is about, where it originated from, and how it's being used today and how it used to be back in the days. Be sure to click and read if you want to read. If you've watched to this point, subscribe, my dear. Subscribe. If you are henna enthusiast or not, you are watching this video for your mom, for your wife, for your auntie, for for the women in your life as well. You want to be protective of them, ask them to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe, share, or at least share to them so they can educate themselves, and then we all stay better and safer for our humanity and for our own good. Thank you so much. Bye.